extent of your abuse that dictates the extent of your healing crisis. When you feel the effects of herbs and drugs, it is stimulation that eventually leads to depression. All stimulants are actually depressants. There is no such thing as a drug that sedates or stimulates. All drugs depress you. All drugs are sedatives. All drugs are sedatives. All herbs are sedatives. All reactions to drugs and herbs is the waste of vital energy to eject poisonous material. Now, you're going to see me get redundant at times, but I think I'm going to need to keep repeating myself so that we will correlate the information as we go on here today. Serums, vaccine toxins, potions, and vitamins do not help us to avoid diseases or enhance health. There's a difference between a vitamin and a food. And there is a difference between food and life. Food does not give you life. We eat to live, and we eat to die. Eating is a pathological habit of the fall. Oh, brother, now, after I thought I got all my shit together, and I thought I had it down with my echinacea and shit, and all my juices and shit, now you're going to come tell me this shit. But I wouldn't be who I am if I wasn't doing this shit to you. If I don't agitate, if I don't make you go home and think, I ain't did shit up here except waste your time and your money. Now, everything we're going to be doing is studying. Now, this is learning. This is what true school is about. Oh, oh, we done got, let me see, where we at? Oh, I had to pull it up? Okay, what we got? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that's what we're doing? Where the fuck is it? Oh, I know what it is. Here it is. Oh. This motherfucker don't want to work. Shit. Ah. Damn, every time I point this shit at the thing, it don't work. Ah, there it is. Oh, I know. Oh, I got it. Hey! Check it. We're on. This is school. You all heard me on the radio program when I said any lecturer, anyone who speaks to you for under 5 hours ain't saying shit. Check. Why I say that is because you cannot get into not only the physics, but the metaphysics, which are the peripherals to why the physics exists, unless you had some time, quote unquote. You're going to need the type of time that we're going to be exercising here today to understand and understand where it is we need to be tomorrow. And y'all going to leave out of here being the decoders for the places that you now occupy in your homes, in your workplaces. People just being around you are going to start feeling different. Because when you think differently, you vibrate differently. And you bring different people into your periphery. Then those motherfuckers that can't stand you or can't be around you or got a Bible and gonna start throwing the shit at you, come to Jesus, motherfucker. No. That Bible, he bring that Bible close to you to burn in his hands. Because he ain't using it right any damn way. Fucking around using these very esoteric metaphysical principles to keep people locked down in a bullshit paradigm of belief. Time to wake up. Now, all your doctors and your surgeons can pull teeth, burn out fibroids, cut out gallbladders and uteruses. They can splice up your ovaries. They can extract tonsils and drain your sinuses. But not one of these procedures can bring you health. Not one. You see, in the practice of herbology, as with pharmacology, it is the atomic molecular arrangements of life in the herbs that dictate your response. The atomic configurations of herbs become perverted during preparations. This perverse molecular soup is then introduced into your body's atomic molecular configuration, where it acts immediately to defend itself. And the organ it chooses is the one that best deals with the particular recipe of the soup you introduced. Today, it's sad to say that the New Age holistic health community is holistic in name only and carries the same fragmented concepts of life, health, and disease as their stepmother, the Orthodox Medical Church. The New Age alternative health community has become 21st century's cure cult. Now, pay close attention, my beloved seekers. Junk foods that are sold to you as health foods. Junk foods that are sold to you as health foods. Now, don't bum rush me. Garlic. Garlic was used by our ancestors in chem because that was a sedative, a medicinal at the time because of the high radiation poisoning. In my book, I spoke about the fact that you see these black so-called dreads or locks that you see on our sisters and our brothers at the time of chem. Those were wigs because their hair were falling out due to radiation poisoning. It's in the archives. Those wigs were black and they were made of lamb's wool. Lamb's wool contains lanolin. Lanolin is excellent as a protectorant against radiation. Our ancestors also used toxic poisoning. The book, the Ebers Papyrus, is one of the greatest books on homeopathic treatments that ever existed. Let me repeat that. The Ebers Papyrus is one of the greatest homeopathic books ever written because they used all of the elements from life. They used the beetle. They used horse shit. They used urine. They used lead. They used everything they could. But every time they introduced something that they know would be pathological to the body or toxic, they would introduce its counter. Not the way that doctors work today. So, when they used the garlic, when people came up on them, when the Greeks came up on them, and all the other people would come to study there would say, well, damn, these people reek of garlic. The Kemites or the Kemetu ate a lot of garlic because the garlic had a specific toxin that was helping to ameliorate the effects of the high radiation poisoning. And that was it. Vitamins. Junk foods sold as health foods. Cayenne pepper. Blackstrap molasses. Cod liver oil. Bone meal. Brewer's yeast. Honey. Apple cider vinegar. Brown and turbinado sugar. Whole wheat products, including bran and certain wheat germs. Herbal teas, potions, and tonics. Dissected liver. This is my toxin. Sea salt. Yogurt. Ginseng and all ginseng products. Sauerkraut. Miso. Tofu. And all other soy products. Protein extracts. and all milk products. Oh, shit. I'll be damned. I came all the way from wherever to hear this shit. Now, I know I ain't going back to my family to introduce none of this shit. I'm going to walk around with this in my head to keep the peace. But you know what? When you go home and you start implementing quietly and you begin to change the resonance of your own frequency and vibration, automatically your home begins to vibrate in kind. And people going to want to know what you're doing. Why are you looking so pulled up and tucked, and your energy is so high, your eyes are so clear? Well, here's what I did. And only then can you now introduce who you are, because then they're open. Don't ever try to force nobody to hear what you got to say, especially on this. When I first started this 20 years ago, I was only talking to 2 people. And 1.5 of them motherfuckers thought I was crazy. So this is a stage. I've watched my people grow. And you don't know how good it feels to see you all here looking at me, speaking to you on a level where we are equal energies, when nearly 20 years ago, people would cross the street when they saw me coming. And they were talking about, you know, that's that crazy Valentine kid. You know, don't get too close to him. You might catch something, you know. More junk food. Aloe vera extract. Oh, I got to tell you the truth. You got to know the truth. I had to deal with this. I'm still trying to get rid of some of my drugs at this time. It ain't like I'm up here, sitting up here perfect and I got some shit over you all. That's bull. We on this same path. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get better too. You know what I'm saying? So I got to, you know, I love my people. I love you all so much. I ush you all so much. Because, you see, reason is, I can't do this by myself. I thought I could, but I can't. See, this all of us put together. Comfrey. Comfrey contains allicin, or aloin, and something called pyrrolizidine. Pyrrolizidine, if you use it too much, it creates liver damage that degenerates into hepatitis. Any chlorophyll that's in a bottle, chlorophyll in a bottle ain't mean shit. Once it's detached and removed, it's junk food. If you get it right at the point where you extract it like wheatgrass and then dilute it and sip it in there, because you can't drink that chlorophyll that quick. Why? Because you don't have the proper magnesium molecule in place to process green. That's the color that you were at one time. It was the time when you had 3 suns. There's only 2 suns now. The other sun is behind this one, and it spins at the same trajectory as the Earth, so you can't see it. But now, if you see the harmonic color references to your reality, you look at the skin of the original man and woman, and what color is it? No. What color is it that we recognize? What color is that, brother? Brown. Now, what color is the earth devoid of its green life? Okay, now, you had a magnesium alloy that gave you a yellowish, goldish tint to your blood. Because in the archives of the ancients, you can read that Ramses, when he went into battle one day, one of his soldiers saw him bleeding, and he bled gold. Ramses was one of the ancient ones. Your blood was gold because the base metal in your blood at the time was not iron. Iron is one of the lowest frequency metals on this planet. You, as the God of life, would not choose a lower energy to magnetize yourself to it. It would be part of the components of the higher energy, so your base metal used to be gold.